year.
Okay.
So you mean we've done a few extra chapters?
Yes.
Okay, any left to be done?
Yes, we have to done.
Okay, I have to dictate some notes for you.
Yeah.
So I'll dictate that, okay?
Okay.
You can write it down. Or
Okay.
it will be on the recording so you can listen to it, right?
Right.
And you have to practice writing actually.
Okay. I will practice.
Okay, 1 minute. So, wrong. 1 minute. Okay. So, you know which you have to do, right?
Yeah, I know. I will send you the screenshot.
Okay. Tutor marked assignment
Yeah. Tutor marked assignment.
and the other one?
Other one is public examination. That is coming on exam, and that this TMA is going like assignments you have to submit.
Okay.
This is the TMA is not coming on exam.
Okay, fine.
Hmm.
This is that is a set of questions, right? Tutor marked assignment we did, I think we did part of it.
Yes.
So that, okay. So you have to submit that to NIOS.
Yeah. I have to submit.
Okay. So if you have any, I answered a part of it, I think.
Yes, we have to answer the part of it.
No, I have answered, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I'll check, okay?
Okay.
Mm, uh, no, we'll go, just 1 minute, since it's important. I'll open it.
Okay.
Okay. So all questions are compulsory?
Yes, all questions are compulsory in public examination.
Yeah. The marks allotted for each question are given beside the question.
Okay.
Pressing the wrong button, actually. I think I've answered the full question paper, am I right?
Right.
Hmm. So if I have written any points, you just make them into sentences.
Okay.
So you can submit that.
Okay. If you want, for example, I can send you other subject TMA.
The subject
Yeah.
in marked.
Yes.
Has it been marked?
Yeah, that is marked.
Okay, this is for 20 marks only.
Yeah, 20 marks only.
So you have 80 for the final and 20 for
TMA.
Okay. So I don't think I've answered these two.
Yeah, I think so.
Project, sixth question.
All right.
And also A and B are not answered.
Okay.
So you see, for example, this is 6B.
Okay.
Write a point that highlights the importance of respecting every profession,
Right.
regardless of social status, income, or type of work. Now,
Right.
every profession, regardless of social status, it can be that of sweeper, government sweeper, garbage collector, okay, guard,
Okay.
guard in an establishment, driver, then you come up, right?
Right.
And then you come up to what? Electrician, engineer, cook, okay, engineer, then what? Professor, assistant professor, like that. You
Right.
can choose few of them.
Okay.
Income will vary, right?
Right.
Lowest road paper to highest or whatever you think is highest, like or something in a university, right?
Right.
Or type of work. Type of work, is it menial? Is it sweeping the roads, or is it, actually dealing with the mind of the child, teacher?
Yes.
So regardless of the type of work, regardless of social status or income. So you should write that poem about that. Okay?
Okay.
The poem could emphasize how all jobs contribute to society. So that's obvious. See, if the road sweepers were to go on strike or something,
Okay.
imagine what would happen. There's all sorts of things on the road. For example, sharp objects. If those don't get swept away, right, the
Right.
number of punches and so on, accidents will happen. Okay.
Okay.
And if the garbage collectors don't come, then, a lot of problems. Smell, mosquitoes, stray dogs, okay, unhygienic
Okay.
conditions. So, see, all jobs contribute to society, right?
Right.
And next, professor, I mean, the higher you go, you can take a couple of days leave,
Yes.
okay? And how every worker from street vendors to doctors play plays a vital role in keeping the world running smoothly. So doctors keep the world running smoothly. Street vendors also, if they're selling vegetables, tailors, cooks, hotels, bus drivers, auto rickshaw drivers, and then sweets, sweet shops, whatever you see on the road, whoever you see on the road, right?
Okay. Right.
All the shops on the sides of the road. So each helps in keeping the world running smoothly, right?
Right.
You may include examples of different professions such as teachers, farmers, shoe shiners, construction workers, and scientists. Hmm?
Right.
And the poem should showcase how each profession is valuable in its own way. Okay. See, the vegetable vendor, how is he valuable? Because he can cook, right? Grocer, kirana shop owner, then all these hotel, right?
Right.
How each person contributes to is valuable in his own way. Okay?
Okay.
The goal is to inspire people to appreciate the dignity of labor, right?
Right.
So work, it keeps you occupied, right? So you'll be doing something.
Okay.
You may even get some income from it.
Okay.
So there's a saying, labor is everywhere welcome. Okay?
Okay.
But it should not be overdone. Like, it should be done more like uh, pastime.
Right.
Should not, no. Okay, that's what they say. Okay, so you should inspire the dignity of labor. So every labor is welcome everywhere, right?
Right.
And make them understand that every worker deserves respect, right?
Right.
It's there in the West, in London and places like that. Okay, there's a whole set of people called the working class.
Okay.
Okay, they drive, for example, lorries or buses. They sit in the seat and then keep going and going and going, right?
Right.
But the only thing is they do it for days together.
Okay.
So then they come and they get an income and like not exactly, but if you come to a research scientist, for example, right?
Right.
Research by by the very term, research, again search. You don't know what you're searching for.
Right.
That is research. Okay.
Okay.
So you're doing work, but you don't know what or where, so it's thinking.
Right.
And thinking is the most difficult.
Okay.
You try to think of, you can do it, you can work like you can iron the shirt or you can do something like that or
Right.
polish the shoes or even wash the socks. Okay.
Okay.
But you try, achieving something uh,
Yes.
which is not, it won't be, it may not be anything material, research scientist. Okay.
Okay.
So thinking is hardest, right?
Right.
Nevertheless, every worker deserves respect.
Right.
Whether it's hard or easy, difficult or easy, right? So you can write a poem like that about those factors. Okay.
Yes.
Then 6A, Dr. Kalam urged citizens to stop complaining and take action. You
Oh,
know Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, right?
right. I know.
Yeah. So he inspired the whole country, right?
Right.
So this statement, you must not complain and you must take action. It applies not only to the nation, it applies right down to the individual, you and I.
Okay.
You know why? Because many people they complain. I'm doing my duty, but it's not getting this or it's not getting that or something.
Right.
But what can he do? He can improve his situation.
Okay.
So that's in your hands. There's also a subtler point. See, something comes up, right?
Right.
And it's not really to your taste, okay?
Okay.
So mm, when the thing comes up and your response, there is a moment of calm. Before you respond, and when the thing comes up, before you respond, there's a moment of peace. In that moment, you can choose your response.
Right.
So, so that will decide the outcome of that, okay?
Okay.
And it's also a reflection of President John F. Kennedy of the US. He said, ask not what your country can do for you, right?
Right.
See the sheer number of people who complain against the government. Government is not doing this or that, right?
Right.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Okay.
So that is the statement made by John F. Kennedy, President of the US, right?
Right.
Uh, So Dr. Kalam also urged citizens to stop complaining and take action. Identify a local problem in your community, such as waste management, road safety, or education for underprivileged children. Develop a step-by-step action plan to help solve it. So there are all sorts of initiatives on these lines, right?
Right.
For example, road safety nowadays in the newspaper news, you hear of people repairing potholes, right?
Okay. Right.
But actually, the reason why potholes are there is because they are speed breakers. The speed
Okay.
which these drivers drive.
Right.
If there were no potholes, there would be a lot of accidents.
Okay.
So it is actually, maybe it's thought up, or maybe there's no action taken.
Okay.
So by the authorities, right? So see, road safety, right?
Right.
Um, or education for underprivileged. So there's a lot of this actually. Okay.
Okay.
Go to the footpaths, for example, in Calcutta Institute of Fundamental Research and places like that.
Okay.
And they go and, I mean, at that level, okay?
Okay.
And they go to these, and there's also these slums, right? They go to the slums and they educate, okay?
Okay.
Uh, so this, it's already been done, and develop a step-by-step action plan to help solve it. Hmm?
Hmm.
So, for example, if you were to take up the case of educating underprivileged children, there's
Hmm.
a story, isn't there? Like something about Lakshmi or something. She's, made in made in a house, and she gives up 100 rupees or something. There's a story, okay, in,
Okay.
in this textbook.
Right.
So then sort of divide step one, go to a teacher, I mean, approach the child. Step two, get the child's confidence. Step three, start with the alphabet, right?
Right. Right.
Or use sing-song methods, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like that. Use sing-song methods, right?
Okay.
Use colorful books, right?
Right.
Get the child's mind interested in the lesson, right?
Right.
And then you play some music, right? Nursery rhymes, like that. So you can think of a lot, right? So develop a step-by-step action plan to help solve. Okay, even if one child underprivileged, right, is child, okay, is educated, it's fine. Okay,
Okay.
document your efforts with photos or reports. So you can take some, you can Google it, education for underprivileged children. Take a sheet, print out, and then you can sort of make a report.
Right.
Okay, so that's how you can answer these two questions. 6 marks. Hmm? Any one, it says, oh, sorry, any one project. I suggest, oh no, I pressed the wrong button, 1 minute. I suggest you take the one about underprivileged children because you get a lot of printouts on that.
Right.
Okay, so you can paste in. Okay,
Okay.
so that I think the rest has been done. 1 to 5 questions, 1 to 5, A, B, C, like that. But I have it here.
Okay.
Okay, wait. So you've written it. I've corrected it. Oh, you've written it, right?
Right.
Corrected it. Okay, okay. Right. Let's say you put those, make those corrections and mm, submit it, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Then what shall we do now?
Uh, Whatever you say, sir.
Okay. So we'll continue with the lessons, okay?
Okay.
I think we were in the middle of once, last stonemason.
Yeah. We are in middle of that.
We finished the lesson, but
You have to do in-text questions.
text questions, yes. Pressing the wrong button, keep pressing the wrong button. We just come to the lesson. What's the lesson number? 11 or 13? 11, I think.
Okay.
Lesson 13.
Yes.
Okay, so now, okay, okay. So you remember this, right?
Right.
Okay. So I'll try to answer. Hmm?
Okay.
So, see, you belong, this is on page 208. Okay?
Okay.
So these questions, they'll actually help you think about, you're not exactly a traditional, born into a traditional artisan's family, but you're learning about it, right? You see, you know what
Right.
traditional artisan's family is like now, right?
Right.
Or if you take the example of that girl Lakshmi,
Okay.
you learn more things by reading, right? More about the
Right.
more about the world, right?
Right.
Okay, so here these questions they help you, you know, uh, think. Okay, so let us do 13.1. You belong to a family of artisans, and some of them have won awards. Okay, you are educated and qualified for an office job. So your family has is not exactly upper class. Okay, I mean if you are an artisan. Okay,
Right.
so the artisan's family is not exactly upper or high class, okay, upper class, okay. So
Okay.
you have to start saving. Everyone has to contribute to the education of one of the family members, okay.
Right.
So one of them has been educated, and see, and it's asking you to think you're like that. You're qualified for an office job, okay.
Okay.
So your parents want you to carry forward their traditional craft, but they've given you freedom to take your own decision, okay.
Okay.
So you see, traditional craft, as you say, the sun, you know, in the last stone mason's lesson, there's not much work, right?
Okay. Right.
And besides, his skill has got diluted. What the father and the grandfather could do, this grandson cannot. Okay? Because there's something missing, he says. The father says there's something missing which cannot be taught, right?
Okay.
And besides, the son wants money, so he goes to mass production, right? Okay?
Okay.
So you can use that as a template. Okay. Give you freedom to take your own decision. What would you do? Explain with reasons in two sentences. Two sentences, right? For example, what would the son in the story do? He'd say, right now I'm feeling hungry and I don't have money to buy food, so I need money, right? And
Right.
following in my father's footsteps is not giving me the, dividends, right?
Right.
So, um, okay, so I am going to take up mass production. That's what it says, right? Explain with reasons in two sentences. You would give up your traditional craft. So it doesn't bring enough money, right? You would continue with your craft, right?
Right.
Out of devotion, filial piety, it's called. Pay, you know, devotion to the parents.
Okay.
Filial means parents. Piety means devotion, right? Out of devotion to the parents, because it's comfortable. You know what you're doing, right?
Right.
So you would continue with your craft. You would accept the other job, but at the same time would continue with the traditional craft too. So part-time work, right? Okay.
Okay.
Full-time job and part-time you start with the traditional craft. Okay. Any other choice? So all three choices, no, you can't write for the last one. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay, then in text questions 13.1, based on your understanding of part one, answer the following questions. What was the old man's profession? He was a stonemason, right? What was
Right.
his attitude towards his work? He was devoted to his work and he had a value system which was religious, right?
Right.
Wanted to serve God through his work. Work is worship, okay?
Okay.
Second one, the young man threw his hammer and the chisel to the ground. Why do you think he did so? Okay, he was frustrated, right? And he had tried his best, right? Okay, but it simply was not enough. So it was not getting enough money. That's it, right?
Right.
Uh, so that's why he was frustrated and he threw his hammer and chisel to the ground. Okay, because the job of stonemason was not getting enough money, right? Okay, okay. How did the old man learn carving through devotion, right?
Right.
Okay. The old man learned carving from his father, from his father. What did he expect from his son? He expected his son to have the same value system that he had. That is, it's religious and you're serving God through your work. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Four, pick the suitable option to complete the statement given below. The young man decided to leave his father and his work because, okay, is it A, he was not good at carving? He was good, he did not love his father. B is also not right. He
Right.
wanted to earn more money. So C is most probable. Will read D. He wanted to enjoy city life, not B. Okay? He had a sense of duty and not just enjoying, right?
Right.
So it's C. He wanted to earn more money, right?
Right.
What was the young man's opinion about his father's work? Do you think he was right? Yeah, he was right because see, the practical aspect was not given enough. It did not give enough results, right? It did not get enough money, right?
Right.
Okay. Do you think he was right? He was right because you see, you can have all values, but once the stomach starts to grumble, right?
Okay. Right.
Mm. So he was right, and the father was also right.
Right.
But what is the difference? The father had something in him, the son did not have that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, what did Gopal suggest to his father? What was his father's response? So you can answer that, alright?
Right.
Okay, then B, use suitable words phrases from the box to replace the italicized part of the sentences given below. Okay, so first, the first words of tradition came off, heaps stacked up. Okay,
Okay.
stacked up means they're piled one on top of the other. Came off probably means it's broken, right? Heaps,
Right.
piles of, right? See,
Right.
so if you go to the next page, one piles of old and discarded things lay in the courtyard for a number of days after Suman's house was whitewashed. Piles of old
Okay.
and discarded things, heaps. Okay? this marred the beauty of the house. So, marred you can understand, right? It spoiled the beauty of the house, right?
Right.
Okay, the dowry system in Indian society is a bad custom tradition. Okay,
Okay.
must be abolished.
Okay.
When we visited the construction site of our new house, we found a lot of bricks piled up neatly near the fence, stacked up. Okay,
Okay.
the salesman could not tell us the price of the shirt I liked because its price tag got removed, came off when he was arranging the new stock on the shelves.
Okay.
Okay, so next, C. Suppose you're the old stonemason, your son has left you and the family business and has gone away. Express in 50 to 60 words what sort of thoughts came to your mind. That is behavior. Well, I would say that the father is taught the son, right, how to
Okay.
sell, how to be a stonemason. So he would take understanding attitude. Not just explode. Why do you want to leave? And why what this thing, that thing, right? You will not explode in anger. Okay.
Okay.
So he came. Actually, he did come to an understanding. That is, he knew that his son did not have that something in him, right?
Right.
So that cannot be taught. So he okay, he went into mass
Okay.
production of ashtrays for tourists in Agra. Okay,
Okay.
so it's an understanding, and he takes it. He is also helpless because he cannot, tie his son and say you work, right?
Okay.
So physically it's impossible. So you know, like okay, express in 50 to
Okay.
60 words what sort of thoughts come to your mind. That is behavior. You can say I was a bit upset, angry, and frustrated. I was in my old age, and he was the support I needed, right? But circumstances have so arranged themselves that he's finding his own path in life. I'm glad that he has decided to become independent, right?
Right.
And uh, I hope he thinks of me every now and then. But really, the point is that he was not an artist, but more of, a craftsman. Craftsman doesn't really, is not really an artist. Like he crafts, he makes a carpet, the cots and the sofas and things like that. You don't really need to be an artist, right?
Right.
Someone says he may think, he was more of a craftsman, not really an artist.
Okay.
So I understand why and what has made him go away, right? Okay,
Okay.
so we can express those sort of thoughts in 50 to 60 words. Okay,
Okay.
then choose one of the following options and complete the statement. A true artist feels a sense of fulfillment if, okay, we'll go one by one. He gets an award for his work. His products are popular in the market. He feels he's created a real piece of art. He makes a lot of money. I'd say all four. But a true artist, he feels he's created a real piece of art. Okay?
Okay.
So third one. Mhm. Okay. Okay, we'll answer this index questions 1. Okay,
Okay.
next page, 210. Okay,
Okay.
index questions 13.2. On the basis of your understanding of part 2, answer the questions given below. When Salim came to the old man to serve him tea, his voice was filled with concern. What do you think Salim was concerned about? Right?
Right.
So Salim is like he's learned the craft from the old man by watching him.
Mm.
Right? He's a student actually, right? And he's learned
Right.
so well and he's practiced it. He got interested in because of the old man, right? Practiced
Right.
in the quarry, and therefore when he sees the old man helpless, right? With his
Right.
neck hanging down and with a sad look on his face, right? As a as a devoted, pupil, right? He felt concerned. Okay,
Okay.
who was Salim? What was his relation with the old man? Salim was uh, houseboy, right?
Right.
Means he was a manservant. Okay, so Salim was a manservant. What was his relation with the old man? His relation with the old man was that he made the old man's meals and brought him tea and looked after the old man, but at the same time, he was also secretly his pupil, right? His student. Okay?
Okay.
What was old man worried about? Uh, the old man was worried about whether he would finish sculpting the statue, right?
Right.
Why did he wish Gopal was with him? He wished Gopal was with him because Gopal was his son, and Gopal would finish carving the statue, and it would be a sense of comfort to the old man as a father, right?
Okay.
Okay, so Salim said, fifth one, Salim said it comes from somewhere deep inside you, right?
Right.
It's something subtle, it's something you cannot describe, okay?
Okay.
But that sets a real artist apart from, you know, the craftsman, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, explain the meaning of the phrase in your own words in 2 or 3 sentences. So something like that, okay? It's something subtle, it's almost mysterious, but it sets you apart. It sets the father apart as an artist from
Okay.
one who was more of a craftsman, okay?
Okay.
So this one is two, you have to go through which word in para 1 of part 2 is the same as worry, which word in para 3 of part 2 means the same as job, pick out the word from para 4 of part 2 which means opposite of spoke kindly, which word in para 6 in part 2 means opposite of weakness, okay?
Okay.
You can skim and scan. Skim and scan means you look for these things. Like worry, what is that? Same as worry, anxious, right? You look for some synonym, okay?
Okay.
Second one, which one means the same as job? We'll take something like work, okay?
Okay.
Then, which means opposite to spoke loudly, spoke softly, quietly, right?
Right.
And which word in parasite means opposite of weakness? Strength. So you look for synonyms and antonyms, okay? Hmm? Okay. So
Okay.
We'll stop there for today
Yeah, we can stop.
and continue tomorrow, right?
Right.
Okay. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.